And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Kansas City Royals going up against the New York Mets. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. And as we get set for Game 5, Chris, it seems like this series could still have a few twists and turns in it.
Well, being down 3-1, calling it a do-or-die game is no exaggeration. But these situations tell us a lot about a team's character. And for some teams, it brings out their absolute best. But for others, it can kind of prove to be an overwhelming scenario to face. And so we'll see how they show up here today.
And we'll also get to see what kind of killer instinct they have on the other side. Some teams can get a little too relaxed when they're so comfortably in the driver's seat. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll here, and towing the slab, Eury Perez. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Lyle Hernandez.
Lyle Hernandez.
Next offering misses down and away.
Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what did they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
And there's a foul ball. Got him swinging. And next up for the Royals, Travis Bazzana. One down, base is empty. To the right side, Holiday. Slings to first. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Siggy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And the righty deals. That's towards center. Fernandez moving under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Half inning complete. We've got no score. And we're back. And our pitcher in this game, Craig Thurston.
Just a 4-inning start his last time out. He took the loss. They're looking for more out of this guy today.
Here's the veteran second baseman, Jackson Holiday.
The second baseman, Jackson.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
That misses the zone. 2 balls and a strike. And there's a ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And that one cutting but missing down low. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is foul back. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Cut on and lifted in the air. Huerta sizes this one up, puts it away for the out. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Throw to first in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. World Series Game 5. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Felix Gomez. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
Battling here as he fouls it away. That missed by a lot. The count now 2-2. Makes the sliding stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. This is such a difficult play for a third baseman, Chris. A sliding stop and worthy of another look with StatCast.
Well, I'll tell you, man, I'm frustrated if I'm the one hustling down the line the whole time, thinking I've got a knock and going to beat the throw, and then, boom, you hear the ball hit the mitt, and you're out. That's just a great stop and great throw.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And that gives them a lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
One out, base is empty. So up now for Kansas City, Guillermo Huerta. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
fights it off. He'll see another. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in Game 5 of the World Series. That one almost got him. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
No, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Chris. That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. This is the World Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Frank Fernandez. That one is absolutely belted. Sheehan on the move. Not there in time. It falls in the gap. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Christian Campbell up now for the Mets. Man at second. Slider misses outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting 6, the right fielder, Eury Perez.
First and second, no outs. Here's the veteran outfielder, Drew Gilbert. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control.
Strike 3, got him swinging. And that is a big first out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And next for the Mets, Greg Rever. And a swing and a miss there.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Jay Daly up now for the Mets. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away. First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Count full. In the dirt. Runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. That one drilled left field. He's got it, and that will end the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They trail here 1-0. Back here at Citi Field, and here is Jack Caglione. And that's outside. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
To third. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Porter digs in now. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So the lineup flips over. Lyle Hernandez will hit next. There's a swing and a drive. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Throws to second. He pulls into second as a run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here's the third baseman, Travis Bazzana. Foul ball there. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Way back there. On the warning track. And hauls it in.
Now batting the center fielder, Doug Sheehan.
Doug Sheehan, the next to hit. Swing and a ball popped up. Holiday makes the catch, and that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Set for the bottom of the third, and here's the first baseman, Pedro Carrera. To the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jackson.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holiday. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The catcher, number 8.
Now the catcher up to hit, Ernesto Coronado. And now it's filled up. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made it look. That was just nasty.
The designated hitter,
Eloy Gonzalez up now for the Mets. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Sheehan under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Mets leave one. They trail it here 2-0. On to the fourth. And now the catcher comes up to him. Felix Gomez. Ripped to right. One away.
Now batting the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. Up the middle, Daly. On to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Now batting, right fielder, Guillermo Huerta.
And now the right fielder, Guillermo Huerta.
He's looking to hit the ball the other way in 99% of his at-bats. But if you make a mistake middle in, he can touch you up for a 4-bagger.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. KC down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Bottom 4, here's the center fielder, Frank Fernandez.
Frank Fernandez.
Ground ball right side. Tosses to first. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
Now
a low thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
So up next for New York, Christian Campbell.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The slider misses down and away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
Drew Gilbert up now for the Mets.
Gilbert.
Next offering misses, and a count 2-1. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Nothing doing here this half. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Royals 2 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Gets a piece and stays alive. Broken bat, and it's popped up. They get him, but it was pretty close.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jack Caglione.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Jack Caglione. Base is empty, one away here in Game 5 of the World Series. Headed towards the corner. And it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Looked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
One out, runner at second. Porter getting ready to hit. The 1-1 is fouled off. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Caglione up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
That one just misses, and it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. One away with a runner at third, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2, goes off speed, gets the out.
So the batting order turns over. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Lyle Hernandez. 2 outs. Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Royals 2 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Queens, John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Greg Rever. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Huerta calls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop.
So up next, Jay Daly. Line drive. Tracks it down for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Next offering is in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Chris Gatlin appears to be getting loose. Chen, the lefty, warming up as well. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. They trail things here 2-0.
Okay, you asked for it. About to go no string Ave on him. I'm from that bully where bullies were quick to spaz on him. That's me, homie. Fatigues on me. Streets in me. The flow is cold, but you know that I got
Pedro Bautista gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 10, Pedro Bautista.
So digging in, Travis Bazzana.
The third baseman, Travis Bazzana.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Three, 2 now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out. Doug Sheehan digs in now. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground right side, Holiday throws to first in time. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
The batter, the catcher, Felix Gomez.
2 outs, base is empty. Next is the Royals catcher, Felix Gomez. Check swing, and he went. Now he's in a 1-2
1 ball,
hole.
2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. And now it's filled up. And that one is lifted in the air. Gilbert. He makes the grab. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Royals 2 and the Mets nothing. World Series Game 5. Digging in, Jackson Holiday.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Yeah, that's ball 2. Movement in the bullpen. Chris Gatlin up and throwing. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. It's 2-2. That one the other way. And that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, in safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Coronado now at the plate. That one hit to right. Huerta drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the flyout with 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Eury
And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Craig Thurston will depart. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back.
Now pitching for
Chris Gatlin into the game.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Eloy Gonzalez up now for the Mets.
This is when your ability to handle pressure comes into play. You have to stay calm and focused in the box. It's much easier said than done, especially when you're playing in the postseason. Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line. Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Lifted in the air, right field. Makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly, and it's a one-run game.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at-bat. Got the job done.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Frank Fernandez. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Game 5 moves to the 7th inning now. It's the Royals 2 and the Mets 1. New inning getting started. And the batter now, Yordan Alvarez. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 3-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Pedro Batista gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
Danny Joyce on to pitch here.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And next up for the Royals, Guillermo Huerta. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
2 strikes.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the late stages of Game 5. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead, getting that W.
So up now for Kansas City, Chris Clements. Outside,
that ball went out.
2-1. That's a little bit low.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Man at first, Jack Caglione, the next to hit. One run across in the frame so far here in Game 5 of the World Series. Swing, and he breaks his back. Joyce pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The batter number 19, second baseman, Emmett Porter.
Now it's the second baseman, Emmett Porter. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Clements, the runner at first with 2 gone. Right through there, got him. Out number 3. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Royals 3 and the Mets 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Pedro Chacin.
Now pitching for Kansas City, number 11, Pedro Chacin.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The third baseman, Christian Campbell.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hit and that at bat. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Drew Gilbert up now for the Mets. In the dirt, and that's ball 2. Just missed.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
The tying run at the plate, and the tying run is on base.
Not the start to this inning he was hoping for on the mound. Now he's going to have to really dial it up against the bottom part of this lineup to get out of this jam.
Greg Rever up now for the Mets. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning. And that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. Look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his glove.
Now
new arm out of the bullpen, James Bradley.
Number 33. James Bradley.
And stepping in for New York, Jay Daly.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1 and 2.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And that one is downstairs, 2 and 2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Line drive. He hauls it in. 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you
baseman,
will get some
4.
high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So 2 down now, and here is Pedro Carrara. Late on that fastball.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Gomez gathers, goes to first, in time. Nicely done. They get out of the jam. Mission accomplished from the Royals bullpen that time. 8th inning coming up. It's the Royals 3 and the Mets 1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mets.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Trent Fulton.
Trent Fulton.
Lyle Hernandez steps in for the Royals.
Lyle Hernandez.
Just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. 2 and 2 now.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
And that's a fair ball.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
1 gone, runner at first. Doug Sheehan getting ready to hit. gets the call. And the count is even 2-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Next pitch is downstairs.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring.
Runner on the move. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
The catcher, number 34.
First and second, 1 out. Gomez will hit next. Two on, 1 out. Late swing fouled off. And a swing and a miss. 2 away.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
So here's the Royals DH, Yordan Alvarez. And everyone is thinking the same thing right now.
Yeah, they're thinking, will he do it again? He's already homered twice, and most recently in the 7th. This guy's left a huge mark on this game.
As well as on the baseball. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Bazana on second. Sheehan on at first with 2 down. Back foot slider struck him out. Royals strand a pair, but they still lead it 3-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Lewis Emerson. So back to the top of the order. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Jackson Holliday.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And down on strikes he goes. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a cold ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
1 down, base is empty. And a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. This one popped up. Emerson makes the grab. 2 down.
Now back, the designated hitter, Eloy Gonzalez.
Eloy Gonzalez up now for the Mets.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Fought off foul.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And that one almost got him. Two down, nobody on. ground ball right side. And that chance handled. Got him on the off-balance throw. And the Mets go 1-2-3. So they make short work of him there. We're on to the ninth now in Game 5. It's the Royals 3 and the Mets 1. We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jorge Villarreal.
Now pitching for the Mets.
So digging in, Guillermo Huerta.
Jorge Villarreal.
And a 1-1. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. And down on strikes. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Well, that's the kind of call on a strikeout that just drives you crazy, man. As you know, an opposite side hitter, you see that pitch coming in from that arm angle. You can tell just how far it is away, and you give up on the pitch. Well, that was clearly away as it finished off the plate, and man, that's got to be frustrating.
Now it's going to be Chris Clemens. This one smashed down the right field line, and that's just foul. That one off the mark, and it's 2-2. That one missing inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of Game 5. Ripped on the ground to second. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead. And now Jack Caglione. Outside. 2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 5 of the World Series. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Offense held in check there. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Royals 3 and the Mets 1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Stephen Cato.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And
stepping in for New York, Frank Fernandez. Close one, doesn't get the call. 3-1 now.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
He's 2 outs away. Campbell now at the plate. Just missed.
Ball 2.
The Royals up by 2. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a chopper out to short. Sends it across to first. 2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Drew Gilbert. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The Royals take Game 5 and keep their hopes alive.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Lovers intertwined with no place to go. So we kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come escape with me, just a rebel, looking for a place to be. So let's kick, and push, and coast. Yeah, before he knew he had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB dunks. They would push till they couldn't skate no more off his building lobbies.